Welcome to the deep dive. We've been hearing a lot about this IQBAR brain protein bar. You see it everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And it promises this kind of perfect combo:
Mm.
keto, plant protein, and a cognitive boost.
Right. Big claims.
So today, we're going to see if those claims actually, hold up.
Exactly. Our mission really is to cut through that marketing. We're
Right.
diving into the sources, the label itself, some analysis, what people are saying to figure out this is like a cognitive miracle or,
Or maybe just a pretty decent snack bar.
yeah, maybe just a solid low sugar choice. Let's find out.
Okay, so let's start with the numbers, because they do look good on the wrapper. Really good.
They do. That's the hook.
You're looking at, what, 160 to 180 calories?
Uh-huh.
A solid 12 grams of plant-based protein?
Yeah, good amount.
And the big one, only 1 gram of sugar total.
That 1 gram is huge.
Yeah.
And 0 added sugar, which is key.
Okay.
Plus the fiber is really high, usually 7, maybe 9 grams.
Okay.
And that's why, some dietitians rate it pretty well. One review gave it a 75 out of 100 for protein bars, specifically calling out that low sugar, high fiber.
Makes sense.
And it ticks those other boxes too: vegan, dairy-free, soy-free. Good for allergies or specific diets.
So nutrition-wise, on paper, it seems like a winner.
Pretty much.
But here comes the complication, especially if you, the listener, are strict keto. That 3-gram net carb claim.
Ah, yes. That's caused a bit of a stir, a definite controversy.
Why? What's the issue there?
It all comes down to one ingredient: soluble tapioca fiber.
Okay.
The company subtracts all of that fiber from the total carbs to get that 3G net carb number.
Which is usually how net carbs work, right? You subtract fiber.
Well, yes, but the type of fiber matters.
Me too.
Tapioca fiber, especially the kind often used, which is based on something called isomalto oligosaccharides, or IMO.
Okay. Sounds complicated.
It kind of is. The point is, unlike some other fibers, your body can partially break this down for energy. It can raise blood sugar and insulin for some people.
Ah, so it's not truly zero impact like other fibers might be.
Exactly. So for someone really strictly tracking carbs, needing deep ketosis, that 3-gram claim, it's a bit of a gray area. You got to be cautious.
That's super important context. Okay, so macros are generally good, maybe with an asterisk for strict keto folks on that fiber. Let's shift gears to the other big claim: the brain boost.
Right, the cognitive performance angle. They talk about lion's mane mushroom extract, a special brain nutrients blend.
Sounds fancy. What's actually in there?
So we looked into that. It does have things like MCTs, medium chain triglycerides, which are, good fats, good for energy.
Okay.
But the main ingredients they highlight, like lion's mane, like quantity is the real question.
Not enough to make a difference.
Probably not an acute difference. Lion's mane shows promise for long-term brain health, sure. But the amount in 1 bar, it's likely well below what studies use for a noticeable effect.
So you're not going to eat this bar and suddenly feel sharper for a meeting.
Precisely. Don't expect your mind to magically start running faster. It's not like instant magic fuel.
Got it.
It's more like a quality snack bar that includes ingredients associated with brain health, but don't bank on a guaranteed immediate performance kick.
Okay, that makes sense. And if they're leaning so hard on these sort of premium brain ingredients, which probably drives up the cost,
Right.
you'd hope the experience is amazing. But what are people actually saying?
Yeah, consumer feedback is mixed. We saw quite a few comments, like on Reddit, where people found the texture a bit odd.
That typical protein bar chalkiness.
Could be. Sort of dense or maybe a bit dry. And flavor-wise, even popular ones like peanut butter chip were called surprisingly bland by some.
Huh. Bland and pricey isn't a great combo.
Not really. Especially when you add in that potential net carb confusion for keto folks, it kind of narrows the appeal.
So wrapping this up then, what's the final verdict?
Look, use it as a really solid low-sugar snack. It's great for avoiding those sugar crashes, and you get a decent hit of plant protein. That's genuinely good. But don't buy into it as some kind of instant brain hack or superfood. The evidence for an immediate cognitive boost just isn't there from 1 bar, and the user experience isn't universally loved, especially for the price.
Okay, solid advice. Reliable snack, not a magic bullet.
Exactly.
Which brings us to a final thought. If a product like this one really pushes the brain health angle, uses those premium ingredients,
Yep.
but the dose might be too low for a noticeable immediate effect, where does the value actually lie? It makes you wonder.
If a product hangs its hat entirely on boosting your brain, what level of actual measurable improvement should you reasonably expect before you start thinking, okay, this is maybe more marketing than miracle? Something for
Yeah.
you to chew on.
Definitely something to think about. Keep reading those labels critically. We'll catch you on the next deep dive.